Lord Jamar debating flat Earth. They say this guy's an actual scientist. The guy he's debating with. Let's see.
You are against what he believes. How about that?
Yeah, flat Earth is the dumbest hoax in human history. Jamar just watched some videos by Eric Dubé, who just spews a bunch of bullshit, memorized what he says, and repeats it and pretends to be intelligent. Instead, everything you say is so insanely stupid and can be disproven with, like, middle school level physics.
Really?
So we already starting off spicy. We starting off with the insults.
Yeah, we can go ahead and you can rattle off.
Do you have a working model of a ball that has water sticking to the outside of it? Can you show me a working model of that?
A tennis ball.
Yes. Wet. No. That's not water sticking to a ball. That's saturation of water on the ball.
So
I want you to show me where water sticks to the outside of a ball as it spins. It doesn't go to the equator of the ball and spin off.
I heard what you said.
Show me a working model. Hang on.
Said something very
Show
stupid.
me a working model.
I do like that polo beanie. I'm not smart enough to even have this conversation, but I have no reason to doubt that the Earth is round. I have no reason to believe that the Earth is not round, that the Earth is flat. But again, I'm no scientist. I can't even back my own claims up. That's just what I learned in school, right? I think that's most of us.
Okay. The reason that things stick to the Earth is because the Earth is extremely massive, so it generates a very large gravitational field. When water falls off of a ball, whatever ball you're talking about, to the Earth, it's because of the large gravitational field exerted by the Earth. So
I was going to say, isn't it gravity?
Your desired demonstration of gravity fails because gravity exists.
No.
Things fall to the ground.
There is density and buoyancy.
Yeah, that's what I would guess. Why does water, if I pour water on a ball, why does the water fall off of the ball onto the ground? From what I've taught, I'm no scientist, but it's gravity. Gravity is the answer, right?
Gravity is not some magical thing that makes things
scalar.
drop to the
Density
ground. It depends the
Buoyancy
medium
only
that it
exists
is
where
in.
gravity
If I
exists.
drop something in this
Hey,
water,
kid,
depending
shut
on
up.
how
Hold on.
heavy it is, it's going to sink or float.
Wait, I want you all to talk, but
Density
I want to
is
hear
not
both.
First of all, this guy came out real disrespectful, talking about the stupidest
True.
shit.
Yeah,
Like if he was
true.
in this room, I'd be smacking the shit out of him right now. First of all,
Okay. It's all bullshit.
Right, sir? You know that, right?
What you say to the
You know that, right?
The entire body of scientific knowledge. Let me respond to the insanely stupid thing you said.
I want you to respond to my.
Let him talk.
Okay, we're going to talk about what pseudoscience is.
Okay. Go ahead, Dave. Go ahead, Dave.
Density is not a force. It requires a force to produce an acceleration. Things accelerate towards the Earth. Density is a scalar. It's not a force. It can't make things move. Buoyancy, there's a buoyant force, but it has gravity.
It's above my pay grade.
Buoyancy only exists when gravity exists.
The secret sauce.
Here's the problem with your density bullshit. You think that things fall down because the air is less dense. The air is less dense above the object too. So why the fuck don't things fall up? Can you
Things
explain
do
that to me?
fall up, you fucking asshole.
Bubbles go up, you stupid fuck. Fucking evaporation goes up, you dickhead. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's because there's wind.
Because it's lighter than the fucking density it's in.
How can a fly defy?
Again, you guys, I have to stop the video every so often because of fair use. Otherwise, the video might get copyright. I'll try to find the full video, post it in the comments. Yeah, I do know evaporation goes up. That's when water goes up to the clouds, and that's kind of like a cycle of rain, how it rains, why it rains. But in terms of buoyancy and density and all this, again, this is above my pay grade. I don't know.
Gravity. How can a fucking tadpole defy gravity, you fucking shithead?
Tadpole defy gravity? What the fuck
Yes.
are you talking
How does anything swim through? If gravity is holding down oceans that are tons of fucking of fucking force, how does anything swim through the ocean? How do you fucking lift your?
So I think Lord Jamar's point is, you have the Earth is like this, right? The Earth is a circle, or that's what we say, right? It's a circle. Lord Jamar's thing is, how is the water not falling out of Earth? If it's a circle, how is the water not falling out? And the scientist guys, I don't know, is this guy an actual scientist? I don't know. His point is there's a gravitational field around Earth. If you're a scientist, post in the comments, clear this up.
Off your legs, off the fucking ground.
Things can
You
exert
fucking
force.
cockbag.
Muscles, birds have wings, right? You can exert
They have
force,
wings.
which allows you to accelerate. Right? Doesn't that make sense? If you jump or if you throw a ball, you're exerting force and you are counteracting gravity until that momentum runs out. You throw a ball, it goes up, and then it falls back down. Why do things fall down?
Speaking of momentum,
Gravity,
No.
right?
Why do things fall down?
Right.
Why don't things fall
Why do-
up?
why
Why
do-
do things only fall down?
why do they-
The
Why
air
do
is
things
less dense
fall
above
up?
the
No.
ball.
Why do things fall down only? Why don't they fall up? This is what he's asking.
again, light things will rise.
Only with wind,
Dense.
which is a
No,
force.
it's not only with wind.
Things don't float. Nothing
Why
floats.
doesn't a ball fall up? The air
Because
above the ball
it is
less
dense.
than the ball.
Because it is dense.
Because what's that?
The air
ball
is
is
more dense
dense.
than the ball? Is
The-
that what you're saying
That
now?
don't even make sense. That's not even what
The
you're,
ball
what you're
is
saying.
dense. If it's in regular air, it will fall to the ground.
in
If it was in,
Why
if
does
it
it
was
fall
in,
Yeah, what is regular air, right?
say
air
a
above the ball
gel,
less
if
dense
it was
than
in
the
a
ball?
gel, what is it? What's the ball gonna do?
Okay, I
It's
don't
just
know
gonna
about
stop
what the
there,
fuck you're talking
right?
about the gel. In the air, why
There's
doesn't a ball
it depends
fall up?
on the
air
medium.
is
can't
less
ask
dense
Why
the
than
does it
question
fall
and then-
off? Why does falling up have to do with anything? I
No,
don't understand.
because
what
you
you're
think
saying.
it has to-
It's gravitational.
You said there's
Why
no
is
such
there a
thing in
preferred
gravity.
direction of falling? Why do things fall down to the ground?
Because they're heavy. Because they have density. That's
Okay,
why.
what is heavy? What is
Well, yeah, he says because things are heavy, but this kind of goes back to Galilei, when he dropped, what was it, like a hammer, and he dropped a feather, or his theory was if you drop a hammer, like a heavy object, and a feather, a light object, at the same time from the same distance, they will fall at the same time in the absence of gravity. And I think when the astronauts landed on the moon, they tried that test, and it was true.
One of the reasons we got here today was because of a gentleman named Galileo a long time ago who made a rather significant discovery about falling objects in gravity fields. Where would be a better place to confirm his findings than on the moon? So we thought we'd try it here for you, and I'll drop the two of them here, and hopefully they'll hit the ground at the same time. How about that? Proves that Mr. Galileo was correct.
Again, I'm no scientist, though, man.
weight? Do you even know what weight is?
Oh my.
What's weight?
goodness.
Tell me the definition of weight.
It's your fucking head on your fucking shoulders, you fat
Oh,
head
someone's getting a
bitch.
little
Bro,
question. What
We're
is
not
weight
gonna
mean?
sit here and talk about all these.
We're not going to sit here and define words that you don't
Yes,
know. that you're
define
trying to
words. We're talking about what's heavy and what's light.
use. Yeah. So what does fucking heavy mean, dumbass? You said the word heavy. What is heavy? What is weight? What is
Everybody
weight?
calm
What does that
down.
mean? You don't know the definitions of the words you're using.
Bro.
Should I define?
Go ahead.
weight? How do
Tell
you
him-
define
Yeah,
it?
Tell us
define
what weight
weight.
is.
Here I go.
Look it up.
Go ahead,
A
Godfrey.
body's relative. Oh, here we go. A body's relative mass, or the quantity of matter contained by it, giving rise to a downward force. The heaviness, and then of course the heaviness of a person or thing.
By virtue of its position in a gravitational field. Things have weight because gravity.
Gravity.
See, you say these things.
And that makes sense off what I was taught. But again, I'm no scientist. Because in the absence of gravity, things presumably would weigh the same. This is why Galileo said if you drop a hammer and a feather from the same distance or a piece of paper, they're going to hit the ground at the same time. So yeah, weight in relation to gravity, that makes total sense to me. But I could just be indoctrinated with the scientists that the white man and all this other type, maybe it's just my indoctrination.
These
You
are
tell me the
definitions.
definitions of words,
These are
and I don't
definitions
know
that
what to
are
say.
that are given by people who are here
study
to
things
no
and
no
actually
who
know
are here to
things.
reinforce a certain position. I'm talking about
Sweetie,
common
money
sense
can't
shit.
change the
What
laws
you
of
say,
physics.
sweetie? Are you
There's no
fucking
amount of
homo?
money that
Did
can
this- Yo, this nigga just say sweetie? Yo.
Crazy words.
There's no conspiracy here. You can't change what gravity
Listen.
is.
I'm
or
talking
how
about common
electromagnetism
sense.
works.
I'm not getting
You
into all of this.
You're not talking
Do you
about
feel like you're
common
moving?
sense has nothing to do with any
you
of this
feel
stuff.
like you're
You
moving?
can't just intuit how the laws of physics work. You have
Bro.
to probe them and learn about them, study them.
Listen,
That's what
we know about.
Yeah, calling a man sweetie mid debate is a bit too far. Call him a dumb, call him a this and that, but you call another man sweetie, that's a little far.
Things, bro. And all this
we
shit
do
you're
and you
talking
don't.
about
You should learn
is
it.
some bullshit. Like, do you know about crepuscular rays? What are crepuscular rays?
it appears to diverge because of perspective, kind of like railroad tracks.
What do you mean
right?
appears to diverge?
It appears to from the perspective, from your perspective.
So can you
as an
trace
observer
the
of those
rays back to its source?
What do you mean? Yeah, okay. There's the sun. Sure. What?
How far
You don't even
away?
know what you're trying to
how
say.
far
Like,
away
you
is the
vaguely
sun?
memorized the
Is the
narrative
sun
thing, and
93
you're
million
like,
miles away?
Okay, you already changed the set. You already
Yeah,
jumped.
it's-
You already
I'm
jumped
at-
away from the thing
Subjects
you
is
brought
all
up.
over the
No,
place.
it's not about. I'm
What-
talking
is-
about
is he-
common sense, bro.
Is the sun
You
still
have-
93 million miles away, Dave?
Okay, but the
And if
distance
it
is not
was,
common
why
sense.
why do we have
Let him
crepuscular rays?
answer!
Answer. I want to see where he's getting at.
Why
Yo.
it doesn't? Why do the railroad tracks appear to converge with distance? It's the same concept. It doesn't matter how fucking far away the sun is.
What do you mean it doesn't matter?
I'm already lost. I'm gonna let him cook though.
Y'all say it's 93 million miles away.
Yeah, and that
that's what
doesn't change-
these same people that you're talking about, all the definitions, say is the truth. So what are you saying? That it's not?
No, of course it is. I'm saying that it has
So
absolutely
how does
nothing
what
to
is
do with
crepuscular?
rays.
How do
Distance.
how do you explain crepuscular rays?
By what I just fucking told you with the railroad tracks. Do railroad tracks appear to converge
Listen,
with distance?
Yes,
Are they
but at
not
some
parallel?
point you would not be able to see.
At which point?
At
At which point?
See, I think it's obvious that I don't think it's right for either of them to call each other dumb because obviously both of them know something about what they're talking about. I don't know who's right, who's correct, and frankly, I don't care. But I don't think either of them are dumb because they both are using these terms and they both understand what these terms mean. So they have a belief and they have their belief, right?
At some point, I don't know the exact distance of where
so
you can't
let's
see
go
something.
with you.
But you
The
still
sun's
can
not
see the
93 million
sun.
miles away.
This
The sun's
93
right
million
up
miles
there,
away
Are we
is
doing
ridiculous.
corpuscular
Okay, so the
rays?
sun's
Are
right
we
up there in
doing
the sky, right? So why
Corpuscular.
can't we go up and see it? Why doesn't it appear to get
Well, there's
larger as you go
videos.
up in
There's
altitude?
videos of people where they are actually above the sun in planes and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's a video where people are above the sun. Is that right? Or are you completely full of shit?
Nope.
Nope.
Above
Okay,
the
pull it
sun.
up.
People are
Pull it up. Let's find the video.
Are they
where people
above
are
the sun?
Well,
Do
the
you
flat
see-
Earth,
do you see
the
anything in
flat
those
Earth model
folders
says
that say anything like
that
that?
the sun is above the flat, but they don't because they don't believe.
Is it
that
like a
the-
dome, right? We're like in a
That's
dome?
what they believe is fucking ridiculous. But it's just
So that's what they're saying. Do they believe we're in a dome? And that's kind of what's pictured here.
Just like, how do you have pressurized air in something that doesn't have a covering?
How do you have pressurized air?
And
in
you
something that
guys
doesn't
will
have covering?
say,
let him answer.
hang on.
A vacuum,
Let me finish
right?
saying what I'm
You
saying.
said what you asked the
Bro,
question.
bro.
You asked the
Please,
question.
Dante,
Go ahead. Do what you gonna do.
He's trying to be friends. But come on, man. Because you have to have a covering. People will say that the covering is the ozone layer or the thermosphere. These are basically imaginary coverings to say the same thing that somebody would say is a firmament. But go ahead. Tell me why you have pressurized air next to a vacuum of space, sir.
Okay, so this is really adorable. You think that space is a vacuum cleaner?
Yeah, adorable, calling them sweetie. Come on, just if your logic is that good, all you have to do is debate. You don't have to try to put in the ad hominem. You know what I
You don't
mean?
know what a vacuum is? You don't know what vacuum is. What's a vacuum? What does vacuum mean? Tick tock, tick
Want
tock,
me to-
tick
want me
tock.
to
What the fuck
look
is a
at
It
vacuum?
has no air. It's, you know.
It's an absence of matter. So why the fuck would the vacuum of space pull air anywhere? Can you explain that?
A vacuum also pulls things, sir.
No, it doesn't. Vacuums don't suck. That's not a thing.
If
Okay,
vacuum is
so you
is
don't know what a vacuum is,
Dave,
right?
a vacuum is the absence of matter, right?
Yeah. So why would that pull air anywhere?
So we just have absence of matter next to pressurized air,
Yes, which sticks to the Earth because of gravity, which again you pretend doesn't
which
exist.
sticks to the Earth. So it's spinning with the Earth
I have the
at
definition.
at 1,000 miles an hour.
Okay, who do you agree with? I know we got some flat earthers. I know some flat earthers watching this video. Don't be scared, man. Like everyone has their opinion. I'm not gonna call you dumb because I'm not even smart enough to really even have this debate. All I can do is regurgitate what was taught to me in school, which makes sense to me at this point in time. But I will say I once had a conversation with someone who was actually a flat earther. And he asked me, how do you know that the earth is round? Or rather, I asked him, what makes you think that the earth is flat? I was just curious. And he said, in response to me, what makes you think that the earth is round? I said, because there's a picture of it. There's a picture of earth, and it appears to be round, right? You know what I mean? And then his response was, how do you know that that picture is real? How do you know it's not manufactured or whatever? And I remember, I'm like, there's been recordings of people going to space. And then the image that they showed of Earth was the same image that we see in the photos. I can only go off what's given to me. Someone from the flat Earth side would say, you are falling into the propaganda, brother. You are falling into the propaganda. Me, I don't really have a dog in the flat earth fight, but I do think it's interesting, especially when people know what they're talking about. They seem scientific and then they're still talking about flat earth. I'm just curious as to why people feel that way. So anyways, if you flat earthers stand up, I want to hear your opinions. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Top5rapwebsite.com. Peace.